inside of this box is another box. And inside of that box is a Uninell UR3 Robotic vacuum cleaner floor washing device. Yes, this has been sent to us to review by Uninell themselves. Let's see what sort of package they have put together in this box. This machine should do a hopefully pretty good job of everything. So let's have a look, get it unboxed, see what you get, turn it on, set it up and give it some use. Let's have a look. Yes, hello, my vacuum cleaner and robotic floor care chums. How are you today? Yes, we have ourselves a nice little product, I think, to review. And we're going to start by opening it up and we'll get it out of the box. The first thing that we see is a very nice, bright, bold, easy to follow, quick start guide. You pretty much could set the entire machine up like that, so that is nice to see. And then immediately under that we have some paperwork. We have a manual in many different languages and the warranty information in, again, many different languages. Under the first layer of cardboard we actually have the machine himself. So here is our UR3. Let's see what you're like, little buddy. Very nice indeed. We have a button, another button, and well, looks like 3 status indicators. So we'll have to have a look and see what that could do later on. We have some batteries. I don't think they're for that, but they will be for something else. Then we have the hard floor pad, which has a pad fitted, and then a spare pad, which is very nice to see because you're generally going to want to wash those after every couple of uses. And yeah, you can then take the time to dry them while you put another one on and carry on. So that's nice. On the subject of things that come in pairs, 2 replacement side brushes. That's pretty good. And then, there's a little cleaning brush there and a spare filter, I'd imagine. But there is one on the machine. So far, so good. Lots of spares, lots of accessories. I would imagine that our batteries go to this remote control. That is what my spidey senses are telling me. And then there's not a lot else in here. We have a spare bag, which again won't fit into that machine. No, that. A spare bag. Oh, that's for this, the base station / self-emptying dock. So yeah, this machine will go around and clean, and then when it's done, it'll drive itself up to this and empty itself, depending on what you choose on the app. You don't have to have it do it every time. You can have it do it whenever you want, like once a clean, once every 2 cleans, once every 3 cleans, etc. You do get a bag fitted, so that is nice. And then inside of here there's like a little mesh filter there, which has, as I discovered with my Dream D10, it's pretty good at saving the thing when the bag isn't connected right. And yeah, otherwise a nice little compact dock, anti-slip feet. This is just going to sit there and the machine will come and go. It's nice that they don't have to have the big base now, because you don't end up with that having to get around the place. Just checking there's nothing else in there. No. So, I think we should have a closer look at this and get it turned on and backed into there to do a boot up, and then we'll see what it sounds like. Okie dokie. Let us get this machine ready to go, because yeah, there's a few little bits and bobs to pull out. This just stops the thing from rattling and banging around in transit. We do need to peel the peels though, because otherwise the sensors won't work at all. You can't, sometimes I like to leave them on so that they look nice, but you can't do that on this. And then there's one more here, which, ow, get it under my finger now. Oh, that's a stiff sticker. That will stop the bin from vibrating out. So yeah, there we go. Look, we shall be really sad and keep those nice and safe. And then the machine is pretty much all here. So we have a bin, we have brushes. Very nice. This little base plate comes off, and then you can access everything for cleaning. And yeah, it doesn't look like there's many nooks and crannies for hair and stuff to wrap around. So it'll be interesting to see how well this thing copes in daily use. But yeah, nice brushes, nice stiff flaps which are going to beat the dirt around. Yeah, a little machine like this going around every single day, it's going to pick up so many bits and fluff and whatnot. It will be very nice indeed. So we'll clip our little side brush on, and that is underneath set up. This is our combination water, so the clean water goes into there, and that then comes out onto this pad, which actually clicks to the back of the bin, and that's what does all of the washing. We shall be trying that soon, but for now I'm going to leave it dry. Under here is our bin, so this is where the dirt comes in. Then in here is a little filter. There you go. Here's our second filter. I'll put the other one back in the box. So we have a spare filter. That goes in there. This then clicks in. Nice, decent, satisfying snap actually. So that is located properly. That goes in there. And that's it. The machine, batteries are in the remote, should be ready to turn on. But I'd imagine we're probably going to have to just come over here, look, to the dock. Because we probably need to go for a boot up sequence first. Let's just put it on its charging coils. You get it? Let it wake up for the first time, and then I'll get it on the app.
Welcome to use the robot vacuum cleaner.
Hey, they talk to you. Get it on the app, get it on my Wi-Fi, and we shall have a go.
Ready for cleaning.
Or...
Charging. Start quick mapping.
no.
Pause quick mapping.
I will do that off camera because that does take a bit of a faff. Right, let me come back when we're ready. Hold down that button there for 3 seconds, just like step 3 says. And yeah, all of a sudden connected straight away. I think it's added. It's probably going to do a load of downloading, updating things, but let this run through and then we'll have an app. And I'll let it do a map and I'll show you the map that it made. Hey. Oh, it is it? Added successfully. Marvellous. Done. So, we now have a UR3. Oh, well, it's probably picked that up from when it moved forwards and did that scan before we stopped it. How fantastic. Yeah, we have all of our settings, cleaning records, nothing. So there we go. That is where we are. Auto boost, start from left. Ooh, lots of fault reporting. I don't know. I need to go through all of this. This all gets a bit overwhelming the first time when you're trying to film. But what we want to do first is make it do a map. Right, he's in his corner. We're going to push the button, and you just got to let it do its thing. It's not going to clean. It's just going to bounce around the room and map. I'm going to get out of its way. And with the mapping done, away we go. Straight underneath the bird cage. Very nice. I haven't changed any of the settings. This will be on quite a low power by default, I'd imagine. So it'll be interesting to see how much it picks up. I will try and knock off the auto empty for the first time as well when we get going. But yeah, now it's mapped everything. It's done a bit of a poor map because that chair's not normally there. You know, stuff's not normally stacked up out of the way to keep a clear path so that this thing can do what it needs to do. Yeah, so far, so good. It can climb up some pretty big steps as well. Look at it go around my chair. It's got an auto boost setting. Listen, when it comes off the rug. It turned itself up because there you go, look, it's just turned itself down. That's pretty clever. Yeah, it doesn't need a ton of airflow to the hard floor. No problem with thresholds at all. Straight up and then straight down. Look at that bit of tape. Yeah. Oh, that's quite a big bit of plastic. It shouldn't have got that. Right, it's doing very well. I'm going to let it go and then we'll see how much it picked up after a full clean. It's already been done once today, so should have a fair game. Well, that went very well indeed. Stuff has been picked up. I am acceptably acceptable.
Dust box removed.
It is. So, what have we got in here? Ooh, a nice thick layer of dust. So yeah, it's certainly picked up a bit. It picked up its own bits of plastic. Absolutely fine. That shroud is catching a fair bit. I'm going to try and knock that off. No, wait. Let us pop this back in.
Dust box installed.
It is installed. And we'll make it self-empty. Can I make it self-empty on here? I haven't actually tested this bit. No, I don't think I can. I'll turn it off in the app. Hang on. Put the app on a different phone. It's much better. So, we can go to this button here, go to Dust Collection, and press self-empty now.
Dust collection.
Why? I didn't suspend you. It wasn't. And there we go. It is supposedly empty. I am now wondering and hoping that I backed it up onto that seal correctly, because again, when it parks itself, it knows I shoved it up against there. But
Dust box removed.
it is. Ooh, that's fine. That's very clean. Now we can take this off, because I'd have already got dust everywhere otherwise. And yet that's not bad actually. That shroud is doing a pretty stellar job. So dry, it's pretty good. I think we should try it wet. Just using plain old tap water here. It doesn't recommend using any detergents, and you probably shouldn't either, because it will smear when it dries. However, we shall pour and quantity of water in. That will do up this part here. Then I don't want to tip this around too much now, because I don't want to encourage the water to flow out, which I think it will do if I tip it upside down. But we should now.
Dust box installed. Mopping cloth installed.
Oh, yeah, look at your nose. Excellent. So, hopefully now we can come to our app, and where do I want to go? I think I want to go to cleaning settings. There we go. Water speed.
Start mopping.
There you go.
Start
Nice.
mopping.
Let's put it on
Suction.
max suction as well. Right, I think we're going to go for another clean. And you'll note that I have figured out where to put no mop zones, which should hopefully cover this carpet. But we're about to find out. can't drive it. There we go. Come on. And it mopped very, very well. If we take off the pad, we can see that's actually pretty filthy indeed. That was quite messy. I might have sent it round again. Didn't use up too much water and it picked up even more dirt. That is straight after our last run. I haven't touched it. I haven't emptied it since then. Yeah, underneath still very clean. Yes, very nice indeed. So a compelling option indeed for a robotic self-emptying mopping robot vacuum cleaner for a very good price point as well. I am now going to continue using this, get to using it and knowing it and figuring out all of its foibles and yeah, give it some good hard use. So we should come back and update in a future video. But if you would like your own Uninell for your house, go onto Amazon in the link below. They are there. And yeah, certainly for hard floors, pretty amazing. For carpets, it'll do good, but for the mopping pad, you really want to have hard floors, and it'll then go around when you're not here and clean everything up, which is what I plan to do with this. So, thank you very much for watching. I hope you have enjoyed, and I and this Uninell UR3 will see you soon. Bye bye.